Hi guys, Shaz here. So today we're going to talk about work ethic and how work ethic is built. So if you're in your teens or your 20s, this is going to be great for you. And even if you're older, it's still going to be good for you. And if you've got kids or younger brothers and sisters or cousins, maybe, if you've missed the boat, you can help them, nephews and nieces, you can help them as well. So I'm going to tell you about work ethic. It's going to be another account of my personal life. So I started working in a shop when I was 12 years old. And by the time I was 16, I was working full-time in this shop that my parents owned. When I was 16 and 17, I was probably working like 80, 90 hours a week. So I, obviously went to college, 17, 18 years old. And then straight from college, I'd come back and I'd be working in the shop until it closed 9 p.m. And that was Saturday and Sunday as well. And same while I was at uni. So 80, 90, 100 hours a week, right? Including uni. So, and when I was at uni, there was no partying, there was nothing. I went to university, I did my lectures, I studied my stuff, I came straight home and I worked in that shop. And I worked 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. No holidays, no nothing when I was younger. The odd something or another later when I was in my 20s, the odd hour or something off, not doing some work just because I needed to get away from the computer. So I used to work in this shop when I was younger a lot. And even while I was in that shop, I was constantly trying to ask rich guys, how do I get rich, all of that. I'd do stuff like, I'd be working in the shop and the radio would be on, and if a certain song came on, right, I'd be like, if that song's being playing loads, every time that song comes on, I'm going to do 20 or 30 press-ups if there's nobody in the shop. And I would do that as well. So I had to be constantly doing something. And that instilled such a work ethic into me that, in my early 30s, it was probably one of the first times that I took a whole Sunday off, and then, a few years later, a Saturday off as well. And I was demented. I did not know what to do with myself, and I lead a pretty healthy life. So I look a lot younger than I am, and I'm physically fitter than a lot of guys my age as well. If at a young age you put in loads of hard work and you're used to doing hard work, later on everything seems easy. I'm about to say something here that some of you might not like, and a lot of people around the world might not like. I've got a lot of employees, and I always say to them, and I say it to their face, that if you can't come to work in your 36, 37 hours a week and put in 100%, that blows my mind. That how can a person work from 9 till 5 or 10 till 6, that's the kind of hours that we do, and then have like 6 till bedtime to themselves, and Saturday and Sunday to themselves, and 30 odd holidays a year to themselves, and Christmas and all of this off, and yet they cannot give it their 100% for 37 hours a week or 40 hours a week or 36 and a half hours a week or whatever it is at your place. You know what? It starts to make me feel like people who can't do that maybe didn't put the effort in younger, or they never had the work ethic, or they need to increase their work ethic. And if you increase your work ethic, you will get more successful. Honestly, who's going to benefit from your work ethic, increasing and you leveling up? You. I'm going to tell you a little story in here that, I went to college so my parents could have a child that was educated. As an Asian kid, I was trying to please my parents. I was like, so when I worked harder when I was younger, I don't want my parents to be poor. I went to college so my parents could have a son that was educated. I went to university so my parents could have a son that had a degree, right? So my mum and dad could be happy. And then I worked really hard so I could give them everything in life. But let me tell you, at the end of it, who do you think is benefiting out of all of that? My dad passed away 20 years ago, and my mum's still alive. Yes, bought her a house, give her some money every month and all of that, pay for her flights, take her everywhere, do everything I can for her. But I tell you what, I'm the one driving supercars, having the holidays, has an office, CEO of my own company, invest in loads of companies, wake up when I want, go to sleep when I want, take holidays when I want, and do just about everything how I want to do it. And you know what? I'm making these videos here, and I'm not doing it for the money. I don't need that money. I've got my own investments and wealth. I'm doing it because I like helping other people level up like you future millionaires. You know, the joy I get out of that is unbelievable. So everything I did for others by being selfless, now I'm getting the joy out of it. So the school, the college, the uni, the working hard, the starting businesses, all for my parents. But I'm reaping the benefits. So whatever you do to level up and increase your work ethic, I bet you the person who's going to mostly benefit from it is you. I hope you've enjoyed this little chat of ours. I want you to like the video because that will help me, and I'll donate money to charity for every like. And I want you to subscribe to this video as well and pass it to any friends. Pass it to every friend who needs to hear this. Thank you for watching. See you next time.